When Hulu dropped the highly anticipated Season 3 reunion episode of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives on December 4, fans expected fireworks, full transparency, and long-awaited accountability. What they got instead was an explosive, but incomplete, one-hour special that has now sparked widespread backlash from viewers and even confusion among the cast themselves. From shocking confessions and intense denials to uneven airtime and suspicious product placement, the reunion has become one of the most controversial moments in the show's history, not necessarily because of what aired, but because of what didn't. Social media lit up within minutes of the reunion's release, with fans questioning editing choices, storyline priorities, and why certain bombshell scandals were skimmed over while others dominated the screen. Even cast members, including Jessi Ngatikaura, Demi Engemann, Dakota Mortensen, and Jen Affleck's husband Zach, admitted they were just as puzzled as viewers. And perhaps most shocking of all? According to multiple insiders, over 13 hours of footage was filmed, yet only 1 hour made it to viewers. The biggest bombshells that did make the cut. Despite fan frustration, the reunion did deliver several jaw-dropping moments that dominated online conversation. Jessi Ngatikaura admits to affair with Marciano Brunette. One of the most explosive confessions came from Jessi Ngatikaura, who finally addressed persistent rumors of an affair with Marciano Brunette. After weeks of speculation throughout the season, Jessi confirmed that boundaries had been crossed. The admission sent shockwaves through the fanbase, especially given Marciano's close proximity to multiple cast members and friendships within the group. Viewers were left stunned, but also frustrated that the emotional fallout, the timeline, and who knew what and when were barely explored. Demi Engemann denies cheating on husband Brett. Meanwhile, Demi Engemann found herself under heavy scrutiny after allegations surfaced that she, too, had inappropriate involvement with Marciano. At the reunion, Demi firmly denied cheating on her husband, Brett Engemann, shutting down the rumors in no uncertain terms. However, fans felt the questioning lacked depth. Many took to X, formerly Twitter, and TikTok to argue that Demi's segment felt rushed, especially compared to the extended focus placed on other cast members. Dakota Mortensen defends himself over sexting scandal. Another heated moment came when Dakota Mortensen addressed allegations that he had been sexting with Taylor Frankie Paul's family friend, a scandal that deeply affected multiple relationships. Dakota defended himself, arguing that while mistakes were made, the situation had been exaggerated and taken out of context. Still, viewers felt key details were omitted, including who initiated the messages, how long it lasted, who discovered the exchange, and whether anyone attempted to cover it up. Fans say the reunion felt incomplete and heavily edited. Almost immediately after Hulu released the reunion, fans began voicing frustration online. Common complaints included certain cast members receiving disproportionate screen time, major plot lines being barely addressed, emotional confrontations being abruptly cut, and the surprising amount of Dunkin Donuts product placement. The Dunkin branding, in particular, became a running joke online, with viewers asking how a reunion centered on betrayal, broken trust, and public humiliation somehow found time for coffee close-ups and sponsored segments. Stassi Schroeder confirms, "You missed 11 hours." Adding fuel to the fire, reunion host Stassi Schroeder took to Instagram shortly after the episode aired and dropped a bomb that changed everything. "I wish you could have seen the other 11 hours. That single sentence confirmed what many viewers suspected. Massive amounts of drama, confrontation, and emotional breakdowns never saw the light of day. Zach Affleck breaks silence, "We filmed 13 hours. Not long after Stassi's post, Zach Affleck, husband of cast member Jen Affleck, echoed the sentiment on TikTok. "We filmed 13 hours. Trust us, we are equally confused on what did and didn't make it." His response shocked fans, and validated long-running theories that producers had heavily reshaped the reunion narrative through editing. Many viewers now believe entire story arcs, reconciliations, and confrontations were removed or reshuffled to better fit Hulu's desired storyline. Why the host change mattered. Stassi Schroeder vs. Nick Viall. This season's reunion marked a major shift in tone, with Stassi Schroeder stepping in as host, replacing Nick Viall, who faced major backlash following the Season 2 reunion. Why fans turned on Nick Viall. During last season's reunion, Nick received criticism for the way he repeatedly questioned Whitney Levitt about her accountability and her friendship with Demi Engemann. At one point, Nick asked Whitney outright if she believed she was better at taking accountability than Taylor Frankie Paul. Whitney carefully replied that she felt they were equal, only for Nick to push further by asking, "Equally good or equally bad?" The exchange grew uncomfortably tense when Nick conducted a live poll asking the audience who believed Whitney was good at accountability, resulting in almost no visible support for her. Whitney later admitted at the reunion that she felt repeatedly targeted. "It's such a double standard," she explained. "You keep calling me out, but others are allowed to behave badly without being challenged the same way." Nick, however, stood by his approach on his podcast, The Vile Files, saying he was simply asking what many fans were thinking. Nick's surprising defense of Whitney. In an unexpected twist, Nick later clarified that despite the public clash, "Whitney is actually one of my favorite characters on the show, right behind Taylor. She's irreplaceable." Still, the damage had been done. Fans largely sided with Whitney, and producers ultimately moved in a different direction by signing Stassi as the new reunion moderator. Why fans think production is protecting certain cast members. One of the most common theories circulating online is that Hulu deliberately shielded certain cast members from harsher criticism by editing out their most damaging moments. Fans pointed to soft questioning for some cast members, intense grilling for others, and emotional moments that seemed cut off mid-conversation. This uneven approach has led to growing distrust in the show's authenticity, a dangerous issue for any reality franchise built on real life. The problem with reality TV editing. The backlash surrounding the Season 3 reunion highlights a long-standing issue in reality television, the power of editing to reshape truth. With 13 hours of raw footage reduced to 1 hour, producers effectively choose heroes, create villains, decide who gets sympathy, and who takes the fall. In the case of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, fans feel that editing blurred accountability instead of clarifying it. Is the franchise losing viewer trust? Despite being one of Hulu's most watched reality series, some fans now question whether the show is drifting too far from transparency. Viewer trust is crucial, especially for a show that thrives on marriage scandals, faith-based tension, infidelity, social pressure, and public accountability. When fans feel manipulated, disengagement follows. What fans are demanding from Season 4. Following the reunion fallout, fan demands have exploded across social platforms. Release the uncut reunion footage. Provide extended director's cuts. Hold a live-streamed follow-up. Replace sponsored segments with real discussion. And offer equal accountability for all cast members. Whether Hulu will respond remains unknown, but the pressure is mounting. Final thoughts. A reunion that left more questions than answers. The Season 3 reunion of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives will go down as one of the most controversial in the franchise's history, not because of what was shown, but because of what was hidden. With cast members openly admitting their own confusion and fans demanding transparency, the future of the show now hangs on a critical question. Will Hulu finally give viewers the full truth, or continue shaping the narrative behind closed doors?